People already know it's illegal. People just don't care.
Councilmember Raul Perales helped craft the new ordinance which takes the guesswork out of who's responsible for shooting off illegal fireworks. The ordinance is in response to this. Last 4th of July, the San Jose Fire Department responded to so many spot fires caused by illegal fireworks that they couldn't keep up and had to ask neighboring departments to help cover the city. They will have the new ordinance in place by July with fines starting at $1,000 for a first offense.
This is basically a sundial. It's got a tube at the center and a compass printout, and the tube in the center is to cast a shadow from a light source. I don't know if we could see the shadow there. Yes, we can see the shadow, and that should indicate the light source direction. And the idea is that if there is a fireworks that emits light on a flash, we could tell the direction where the flash came from. And in order to record this, on this tube here we have a body camera that looks down and can record the shadows of the flash. The idea is to measure the time between the flash and the bang, so we could tell the distance and also the direction. The distance will be every 5 seconds. Between the flash and the bang is 1 mile. This is July the 4th, about 9:15 p.m. on the start of the fireworks, and as you could probably hear, there was an outrageous number of fireworks, probably the most ever seen. And it seems as though the new ordinance, the high fines, has not been a deterrent to stop the fireworks or even slow it down. If it's anything, it actually increased. So back to the testing of this fireworks locator, and we should see hopefully a flash of light, and whether it casts a shadow for the direction or not, we shall see shortly. Notice, even though there's many bangs going on in the background, there's no flashes of light. The reason for this is that there's no nearby sky exploding fireworks emitting light, or those that we hear are off in the distance and cannot be seen. So there's a range for seeing the light. It has to be fairly local within the neighborhood or a very bright flash. This is being played back at 1/10 of the speed, and we should see a flash of light fairly shortly, so we could look at it. And as we see, the flash of light did not cast any serious shadow or in clarity. Here it is. The reason why a sharp shadow was not seen from this fireworks is because the fireworks typically is a spherical light show. It's not a point source of light, therefore it cannot give a sharp shadow, and therefore this idea does not work. Next you will see the fireworks showing that it is a spherical shadow. Sundial system does not work. So now let's look at a direct video capture and see how we can decipher the source of fireworks. (2001, 2002, 2003, 2004). We should have heard the count of 2, 2002, but this video is being played back 10 times slower the speed. So 2 is really 0.2 seconds, and every 5 seconds is 1 mile between the flash and the bang, the speed of the sound at ground level, and that turns out to be a little over 200 feet. the source of the explosion, which is presumably above the approximate location of the house that fired the fireworks. This is a night shot here at right angles. You see at night, and this is a tree at the top, which is the right tree. It took off to the left of the tree. And here are the two trees with the right picture, right way up. And it's the tree on the right, on the left of it. And we're looking at a 45-degree angle to the length of the road. And we will see on the Google map, we measure a little over 200 feet at 45 degrees from this location to give an estimate where this fireworks took off from. And here we go. We see that it's over 217 feet approximately, and it's around the corner, second house on the left as we turn left on the corner. So this is looking along the length of the road, straight down the road, and we see at the end of the road, and the video is at right angles, like lying on the side. And I'm going to count the time from a flash to a bang, and we're running at 10 times slow motion speed. Let's wait for the next one. (2001, 2002, 2003). (2001, 2002, 2003). (2001, 2002, 2003). 2001, 2002, 2003. 2001, 2002, 2003. (2001, 2002, 2003). As we continue with the other explosions, you could more or less estimate the time between the flash and the bang was a little under 3 seconds. Let's call it, 2.75 count divided by 10 times slower speed. So that makes it 0.275 seconds. Divide that by 5, because it's 5 seconds per mile, and you'll get the number of miles, and then multiply by 5,280. And from that, we could estimate the distance, and then we bring up the Google map, go along the length of the road that we know of, not shown here on camera, and measure that distance on the Google Earth map, and we could estimate the location of the source of this fireworks. Coming up shortly, here it is. And the green line shows the location where the video was taken, and we measure the distance on the Google Earth map, and we could estimate the location of the house. Now, this location was verified on foot by another resident, so it does verify that the method used here on camera, slowing it down, measuring the time from the flash to the bang, it's a reasonable estimate as to the location of the fireworks. In summary, let us wrap up. It seems as though high fines did not deter the illegal firework users. It looks as though the shadow does not work. The fireworks is not a point source of light. And what seems to be a good estimate is to use one's camera and know the direction, use a compass where the fireworks came from, and measure on playback the flash of the bang using slow motion. The seems as though the best way to deal with this fireworks is not high fines and laws. It's either maybe having residents go out and know this technique, get the video, get the location as one idea. And as I said, the idea does not take into account the constraints. A constraint is a limit. One of the limits is neighbors may not want to so-called rat-on each other or run the risk of having a bad relationship. And the other suggestion is we need more people on the ground, law enforcement. Again, they will have their own constraints. So this is just to bring up what is more practical to reduce the illegal fireworks. Certainly, I don't believe fines do that. I hope this opens a debate for discussion, and it could take it to another level.